Hello, everybody. Happy November. And I know I've got all my little Santa, and then I thought, gosh, I had to adjust my camera to even fit him in the video. Anyway, welcome everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We're so excited that you're here. And have y'all been loving these workshops? I mean, I really hope that you can see the love that we've poured into them to give you our best. Now, I'm going to do a little recap. I got the list on my phone right now to give a recap of what we've already talked about with y'all. Now, let's go even back to the first workshop that we did in September, where we talked about even setting your holiday goal, knowing what you want to get done. So I want to ask you that already. Right now, where you're sitting, you still have like the best part of the holiday season to go. Do you have a goal? Do you know how much you want to sell? You guys, everybody's buying gifts. It's fixing to be peak weekend. We call it peak weekend, Black Friday. It's fixing to be the biggest, like, oh my goodness, we have a month left till Christmas. Like, it's the rush, it's the madness, and you can take advantage of that. But do you know what you want? So I would encourage you, if you've not figured out what you want, talk to your director, set a goal, set a plan, and make sure that you do that. Okay. And get excited about it, because that's really the whole thing, you guys. If you're excited, you can get your customers excited. Now, I know that we do have peak weekend coming up. And so I know that all of us have our own strategic plan as leaders for our organization. So we did not cover Pink Weekend, but let me just say this. Pink Weekend is the biggest shopping retail weekend pretty much, I think, all year. And so I would encourage you that if you do not have a plan, to get a plan. Okay. So make sure you have a plan. What is your unit, or what are you going to do as an individual that's going to help you build your business over that time, offering something to your customers? We have to think like retailers, right? And so if every other retailer is doing fun things for their customers, so do we, because we're in kind of competition with the other retailers. And you want to get ahead of the game. You want to start now and decide now what that's going to look like, so you can start advertising that to your customers and your friends and your family. Remember, everybody's buying gifts, so they don't already have to be a customer of yours. Okay. So we talked about that in September. Just setting like your no chaos Christmas. I know Debbie talked about that. Like, have you wrote down everything in your schedule that's going to be taking your time? This is when it gets busy and crazy. So, like, do you have your Christmas parties written down? Do you have when you're going to decorate with your family, do cookies, go shopping? Anything that you need to do, have you got it written down? That way you know where you can work your business, where your pockets are. So important. Okay. So have you done that? So I want you to go back and maybe do a refresh. Okay, what did I learn in September that I was supposed to implement now? And now let's talk about October. What we covered for you then was a few things. I'm just going to go over. I've got it written down so I wouldn't forget. So Debbie talked about the importance of follow up. I will tell you that during the holiday season, I share a lot of my gifting, but not everybody buys immediately. They sometimes buy the last week before Christmas. So be prepped and ready for those last minute orders. And I know we're going to be talking about that today. But I can't encourage you enough to make sure that you are putting yourself out there, right? We're not undercover agents. People may not shop right now, but they're going to shop, and they're going to think of you when they do. So Debbie talked about follow-up, so important. I know Lizzie talked about the Santa Mobile and making sure that you have your trunk ready if that was an idea you wanted to run with and go to your customers and offices. We talked about the virtual holiday open house, and I really drove home the importance of that. Doing some, I hope that you've already done that, or you have that scheduled to do with your unit or some girlfriends, to come together and do a fun virtual holiday open house. Now, Carla talked about the in-person one, and maybe you're going to be doing an in-person one. And if you are, that's great. Whatever you want to do, we just want you to do things that are really exciting to you and pick 2 or 3 of them. Cindy talked about the stop and shops and the pop-ups. This is such a great time, you guys, when people are busy, to take away that objection. When they say, I'm so busy, say, you know what, girl, it only takes a couple minutes. Cindy's going to talk more about that today. Selling to men. We're going to cover that topic today and go strategically in those 12 days of Christmas, selling to men, because that's such a huge way. We talked about pillow gifts and selling to men last time, so make sure you check that out. And then Nancy covered booking ideas for the holidays. I know that Amy also talked about blessing bags, which you can still do fun blessing bags all the way up till Christmas, really. And then Thanksgiving hostess gifts. She talked about that, and that's an amazing sale in the month of November. Selling a gift that can be given to somebody that's hosting Thanksgiving. They're going to be using their hands, and you just want to celebrate them and thank them for all that they do. Okay, so that's something you can do as well. So that's what we covered. So if you missed all that, you're like, whoa, I got to go back. Go back and check that out. Okay, so now let's talk about today. So today we're going to cover from basically now until the middle of December. What are the ideas that you need to have in place to make sure you are ready to rock out this next month because it is so epic and it's so amazing. You do have shipping deadlines. We're going to talk about that, how to be prepped for that. I want to remind you that offer gift cards. You're going to get to a point where maybe you can't ship something and things like that. So make sure you've got a printable gift card of some kind that you can use. There are vendors that, like we've been giving away Court of Achievers gift cards. They have nice gift cards you can buy on their website that you can, give out to people. So offering gift cards is a great option to have during the holidays. People love gift cards. And so you might say, I don't know what to buy my daughter. And maybe she doesn't want to take the plunge and buy something. She could buy a gift card from you. I've even had people buy a compact and leave it empty and put a gift card in it. And that way that person can pick it out after the holidays. I actually kind of like selling gift cards because it gives me a reason to reach out to that person and see if they want to redeem it, which can be a new lead and a potential new customer. So keep in mind that no matter what happens during the holidays and how close you get to Christmas and people want gift cards, it's still an amazing way to be able to sell those all throughout this time. Okay. So I'm going to turn this over to Lizzie. She's going to talk about Star Consultant. I'll be back to wrap this baby up, but I hope that you are ready. Get your pen and paper out. It's going to be an amazing morning together. I hope that y'all love these. I would love for you to drop in the chat what you've already implemented from the other workshops, what you've already done that's been exciting for your business. Share some wins with us. We want to know that what we're sharing with you has made a difference. So drop that in the chat, and I will see you guys a little bit later. Lizzie, take it away, sister.
Thank you, Bridget. Okay, well, hi, you guys. I am so excited because today I get to share with you about our Star Consultant program. And honestly, this is one of my favorite programs in all of Mary Kay, one of my favorite perks. And little fun fact, it's actually our longest running program in our company. So the Star Consultant program started in 1966 when consultants could earn these beautiful golden goblets for being a star consultant. This was the first star prize. How fun is that? But thankfully, we get to earn thousands of different designer prizes instead of golden goblets. I don't know if you guys are excited about that, but I am. If you haven't been to the Star Consultant app lately, download it and figure out what prize you're going to earn this quarter. Some of my favorite prizes, one year I earned a 7-day vacation voucher and I went to Disney World. It was so much fun. I've earned a chandelier, cutesy luggage, an iPad, things from Mary Kay Connections, tons of different fun prizes. But my most recent star prize hauls, I was so excited to earn these beautiful Tacovas. Y'all, I would never spend $300 on a pair of cowboy boots, but as a star prize, absolutely. So these were a star prize that I earned last quarter, and then I also, by saving up my points. And then I also took advantage of this beautiful Mary Kay branded prize. So you guys have probably been seeing these each quarter. Mary Kay's been featuring a beautiful branded prize. So I got that fun yoga mat. You guys, our Star Consultant prizes are one of the best perks we have in this business, like one of my personal favorites. So let's talk about Star. What is a Star Consultant? A Star Consultant is someone who works her business consistently. You guys, Star Consultant status has very little to do with how much or how often you work your business. It's more to do with how consistent you are in your Mary Kay business. Star Consultant is actually the minimum that Mary Kay Ash expected from a part-time beauty consultant. So Star Consultant is someone who sells $3,600 retail and places an $1,800 wholesale order or more in a 3-month period. So that breaks down to $600 wholesale a month. It breaks down to selling $300 a week. You guys, you can be a star by simply selling $300 a week. Now, this is the equivalent of 1 party a week, maybe 3 skin analyzer scans a week, maybe 3 in-person or virtual facials each week. It doesn't require a lot of time to be a star. You could commit 3 hours a week to your business, sell $300 a week, and be a star. It is simple, and I think it's something that we can all do no matter what our Mary Kay goals are. So, why be a star? You guys, as a star, you actually get early ordering privileges. So, you get to order new and limited edition products 5 days earlier than everybody else. You also get website referrals and new customers. So, as a star, Mary Kay refers new customers to you. So, when there's someone in your area who's looking for a Mary Kay beauty consultant, Mary Kay promotes star consultants. They give out your website so you can find new customers that way. I've also found new team members through my website referrals. The other thing is the position and the fame. Y'all, as a star consultant, you're in the top 6% of our company. That is an amazing thing to share at your appointments and with your customers. The prizes, we just talked about that. Incredible prizes that you get to choose from each quarter. You're also a team player. I can promise you that your team is working towards a goal of having more star consultants this quarter than last, and you can be part of that. And y'all, stars are in cars. When you're selling enough to consistently do $300 a week in sales, you are seeing and meeting enough women to potentially build a Mary Kay team. So if that's something your heart desires, to become a sales director or earn a free car or just give yourself a pay raise, maybe move into red, then you can do that by being a star consultant. Now, you may have noticed you can also move up star levels. You can move to ruby or diamond or emerald or pearl, and you can move up by selling more. Maybe you have a $400 or $500 week. Maybe you have a bangin' Pink Friday sale, okay? Maybe you have an amazing holiday season, you move up levels, but you can also move up levels by adding qualified team members to your team. So anytime you have a team member that joins in that quarter and gets qualified, that's 600 extra points towards your star. So how do you know if you're on track? How do you know where you're at? Go to marykayintouch.com. Go to Business Tools, Report, Star Consultant Tracking. This star quarter that we're in right now ends on December 15th. There's still plenty of time to make it happen. Pick your prize, break it down, use the holiday strategies that you've been learning each month, and go get it done. We are cheering you on to being a star. I know you can do it. Okay, Stephanie, over to you.
Hey everyone, hasn't today been so amazing? Oh my gosh, I am excited to be coming live and sharing with you guys today about team building. Who is ready to build their team in the holiday months and wrapping up the end of November and December? And so I don't know if you guys have seen the collage that talks about all of the national sales directors that have signed up, started their business in December. And there is some powerhouses, lots of national sales directors started their business in December. Maybe you started your business in December. So put it in the chat if you started your business in November or December. I will share really fast that I was actually wrapping up DIQ 11 years ago this month. Yes. And me and my team, we actually did DIQ in 1 month. Yes, we were a 1 month normal. And we actually had the highest production in our debuting class in that month. So I'm here to tell you that people are still joining Mary Kay, and people want what we have to offer in November and December. So that's where I want you to start today, is that mindset of people are joining my team. Everyone is booking with me. Everyone is joining my Mary Kay team. I'm a booking machine and everyone's joining my Mary Kay team. What's your daily affirmations that you are telling yourself? The other thing is too, I constantly have my prospect list. And I work from my weekly plan sheet, and I use a yellow sticky pad. And every single week, I move that prospect list to my weekly plan sheet for the next week. So I always have a list of my prospects of who I want to join my team or who I need to follow up with. So that's my first question for you today is, have you made a list recently? Every single month, you want to be making a list of the prospects of who you want to join your team, who you want to share the Mary Kay opportunity with, who you need to follow up with, and making sure that you keep that in front of you. Because what I know is that it's so easy. It's so easy to get distracted, right? And if Satan can keep us distracted, then, and if he can keep us discouraged, then he's winning, right? All of the D's: distraction, discouraged, all of that. And so we want to make sure that we are staying laser focused on what we want most. Okay. So how many team members do you want to add this month? How many team members do you want to add in December? Or look at it as, okay, how many team members do I want to add between now and Christmas? Okay. So do you have a specific team building goal? Maybe your goal is to add 2 team members to your team. I feel like every single one of us, we can at least add a few team members to our team, right? Maybe your goal is to gold medal and to have that medal so your name can be in the PLAS magazine. Did you know that when you add 5 team members to your team in a month, then your name goes in the Applause magazine? That is huge, but you want to make sure that you have your team building goal. Okay, so let's say that you want to add 2 team members. We're just going to go with 2. So let's say you want to add 2 team members. Well, 1 out of 5 team members that you, or 1 out of 5 people that you share the Mary Kay opportunity with will join your Mary Kay team. So if 1 out of 5 will join, how many interviews do you need to do? You need to do 10 interviews. All right. So put it in the chat. How many interviews do you need to do to add team members? And so maybe your goal is to medal. So that means that you need to share the opportunity with 15 people. If you want to bronze medal, need to share the opportunity with 15 people. Silver medal is 20, gold medal is 25. And Mary Kay Ash always said that there is at least 1 new Mary Kay beauty consultant at every single one of your parties. And are you starting off with that? The recruiting really starts at the beginning of your party when you share your I story and you share that why you started Mary Kay and why you love Mary Kay. And then also too, saying that key line, Mary Kay Ashaway said there's at least 1 new Mary Kay skincare, Mary Kay beauty consultant at every single skincare party. Who's it going to be? And they are looking around and they're like, oh, it's going to be her. Or maybe they're just like, I don't know who it would be. And then you say, okay, well, just watch and see what I do today and see if it's something that you think that you could do too. And that's all that you say. And that is part of the 4-point recruiting plan. And I can post a great video on specifically the 4-point recruiting plan, but having a mindset of everyone's joining my team. Everyone's joining my team. Everyone's booking with me and everyone's joining my team. I'm a booking machine and everyone wants to be a part of my team, right? That daily affirmation. And then having your prospect list. Have you made that list and keeping it in front of you every single day and every single week? Having that goal of how many interviews you want to do a month, right? How many interviews you want to do a month and how many new team members that you want to join your team. We can be such a blessing. We can be such a blessing right now to other people. And so go be a blessing. And remember, you might be the one that recruits the next rock star, maybe the next national sales director in Mary Kay. Even if maybe you don't want to move up into a leadership position, you can still be a huge talent scout for our company, and you never know whose life you are going to bless and change along the way. So go share. That is the one thing that Mary Kay Ash asked us to do. Pass it on. Love you big. All right.
Good morning. I'm Dawn Wingard from Germantown, Wisconsin. I'm so grateful to be here today. And I'm here to talk to you about last minute sales and just getting yourself prepared to talk to your customers and your new connections. And I think it's really important that sometimes we take a little bit of time before we talk. Sometimes conversations just come up, but other times when you are maybe doing your customer service work or you are texting or you're calling someone, just setting some intentions that you don't want to be an order taker for your customers, but you really want to be their consultant, that's when they'll honestly see that you're in this to care about them, helping them out, and being a long time consultant and a long lasting consultant to them. And I want to give you an example. Say you call Susie Q and you say, "Hey, Susie Q, it's Dawn, your Mary Kay beauty consultant. How are you? Hey, I'm just checking in to see if you need anything." And then she's going to say, "No, I don't." And then you're going to hang up and you're going to go, "Okay." And then you might think for a second, "Wow, that's not what I wanted to say." So I think when you're making these calls or connections, it's good to think of three different things during this time of year. And the first thing that you want to do is maybe write down little scripts for yourself. And the first thing would be saying, "Hey, Susie Q, I know this is a busy time of the year, and you may think of me at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you may think of me at 10 o'clock at night. Are you running low on any of your 4-in-1 cleanser, your favorite serums, or your moisturizer? I just want to make sure I get you through being stacked till the 26th of December." Okay. The second thing is you want to ask her how she's doing on her holiday shopping. And sometimes it might be one of two scenarios. One, she might say she's done. And if she's done, I would say, "Hey, I celebrate you. But might you be interested in one or two small gift ideas that you can have on hand? So in case somebody comes over or you have to run somewhere, that you have a gift for someone." That's scenario A. The scenario B would be the woman who just says, "Hey, I haven't started," but maybe you can't start a conversation with her like, "Who do you have to shop for? What price points? What do they like?" Maybe just say to her, "Would it be nice? Would you like to set up a time where either we can meet in person or virtually so we can talk about what gift ideas you need and I can help you with that? I'll be your shopper for you." And then the third thing would be is I find that there are sometimes people who may have special events during the holidays. Maybe they have a holiday party, maybe they're going somewhere, and maybe they need some assistance. I would say, do you have any special events to go to that you might need a glamour look or a new lipstick or just someplace that you might, some assistance that you might need for looking like $1,000,000? And I just remember a few times where I helped consultants. Well, they were customers at the time. I helped those customers of mine and they became team members because they saw that I want above and then some. And then they also wanted to learn more from me and they like to share those kind of things. So I think it's really important to ask those things because remember, these times people are out and about and you just don't want them going into the department store or Ulta and buying things and not going back to you because they're so busy. And then the other thing I would like to talk about is men. Don't forget those last minute men. Men shop at the last minute. So, reach out to them and say, you do have a gift service. And then when they say, I do have people to shop for, then I would just give them ranges. Would you like your gift to be in the, 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 up? What kind of person are we shopping for? Are they more glamour? Are they skincare? Or are they more boutique? Men spend more than women do. And then when you're shopping with those men, don't forget to ask them if they have a pillow gift. And a pillow gift is that gift that they put on their special someone's pillow on Christmas Day night, just to say thank you for their sweetie for all that she's done to the holiday. So great. So I hand it off to Carla. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dawn. Hello, my name is Carla Allen, and I'm so excited to talk to you a little bit today about 12 days of Christmas gifting. This is something that I offer each year, and it is my over-the-top gift. So you're wondering, who are these gifts for? Okay, these gifts are for anyone. You can do a woman's basket, a men's basket, a teenager basket. Anyone and everyone would love to get these baskets. Okay. So now let's talk about providing visuals. You're going to want to have a mocked up visual of what it is that you're doing. Let's talk about how to house these. You can put them in a big, I like to use the big Christmas hat boxes from Hobby Lobby. You can do an actual basket. You can do tower gifts. You can do these any way you want. You can put pillow boxes as far as how to wrap them in cellophane, etc. But you want to get a gifting idea of what you're going to offer. I'm going to recommend that you offer at least 3 choices. Personally, I would recommend a 150, maybe a $200 and a $300 gift. When you're putting 12 gifts together, individually wrapped with tags on them, it takes some time and it's going to be over the top. So don't be afraid about those gifting ideas. Let's talk a little bit about making the contact. Who do we contact? Men are by far the easiest to sell. And so we definitely want to contact the men. Women love to buy teenage gifts, and we definitely know how to make those teenagers happy. Also, too, for the husband, it is so fun. It is over the top gift. Now, let's talk a little bit about, you're going to want to know what to put in the gifts, okay? We have some gift selections that can be all over the place, but the whole gift idea is that they will get an individual wrapped or boxed gift every day with a tag on it that will be presented in a fun and exciting way. So you're going to contact by text or by phone call or dropping by to show the gift idea and let them know exactly. You will be walking them through every step of the way, giving them ideas about how to present this gift to their loved one. So make sure that you grab his cell phone number, his email, mailing address, if it is actually different from what you have on file. Let him know that all of these gifts are 100% satisfaction guaranteed and that there'll be a $20 gift certificate in there. She'll have a spa experience afterwards to follow up with you to make sure that she does in fact love every gift that she has been given. If you need to swap anything out at that time, that's where you would actually do it. Now, putting it all together again, pillow boxes, cello bags, individually wrapped. Ask him, do you have any gifts that you want to put in the collection as well? Ask him about what is her favorite chocolates or sort of candies or anything that you can put in the gift to make it more elaborate. Okay, so now the delivery of the basket. I want to tell you that's the fun day. You're going to present this gift and you're going to give him a cheat sheet. What is a cheat sheet? That's where he's going to actually hide the gifts every day. And so this is a fun experience. I say, put it by her coffee pot in the morning where she gets her coffee, or put it on her pillow at night, but have her looking for these gifts every day. He will present an individual gifts and then it will say on the first day of Christmas, on the second day of Christmas, etc. Now, I want to say, I think it's really important that when you're creating this gift, that you're creating also a Christmas portfolio. This will be in days and years to come. You'll have a graphic where you got a picture of him the day you deliver the gift, and then a picture of her whenever you get back with her for her spa experience. Have her answer just a few questions about what was the funnest way you received a gift, what was your favorite gift that you got, and then put these inside like a sheet protector and build a portfolio. This to me is your selling experience for the next year. Now, I say it's all about the follow-up, okay? It's all about the follow-up. So make sure that you are following up with him. Send a thank you card. And also, too, let me back up and say this. I think it's important that you be texting him maybe after the first day and say, how did the gift go, okay? Maybe the third day, the end of the week, and then on Christmas Eve, make sure that he runs her a bubble bath and maybe puts a candle by the tub or something and present her gift there. Just do some fun romantic things. You know, sometimes we lose that romance in our marriage. And then the final day, how did it go? Okay. But again, the whole thing here is in follow-up. The follow-up is the main thing. And then again, after that, I want to say that building this portfolio, again, that is your future in this business. So I hope these are some great ideas. I'll drop some visuals for you, but just have fun. It's an over-the-top gift idea. Thanks. And also, let me say now, I have my friend Cassie. She's coming up. She's going to be sharing with you about 5 and 5s. Take it away, Cassie.
Hey everybody, this is Casey Hembry. I am so excited to share with you something that we have been calling for a few years now 5 and 5s. And I actually started doing this way before social media was even a thing, when I was working in corporate America, and we would have a few minutes for a morning break or afternoon break, or even after we finished lunch, and I would take a bag These are much cuter. Thank you, Mary Kay, for our awesome prizes. And just ask them if I could have their opinion of the ladies that I worked with of 5 of our top trending products. So I always tried to categorize whether it was fragrances or body care, skincare, glamour, whatever it is, maybe even for the men, and give them little sizzling selling points on each item and just ask their opinion. Like it, love it, gotta have it. Just do a little poll. So when COVID came out, we started doing these virtually, and they really took off with everybody because it's not something, if someone's already on skincare, then offer them something different. And the way that I love to do it is to make sure that you do not set a price point that is not achievable for an instant purchase, something that they don't have to work through their finances about it or talk to their spouse about it. So my number personally has always been $40. Anything 40 or less is kind of like a spontaneous purchase. And if you want to offer a discount for the people that shop, something that we've been doing on my team is doing one item 10% off. If they buy 2 items that are featured, 15% off. They buy 3 or more, they can get it 20% off. That's just an idea to throw at you. And you can even offer that to your hostess and she'll get some girls together. But it is so much fun because you are just wanting to fix a problem, give a solution to something. So if someone has a teen that they're shopping for this holiday season, what is something that teens need? They need fast, right? Micellar water, and they really need help with a deeper clean. So you could do something like the scrub or even just the charcoal mask. So talk about, like, you've got teens that are busy playing sports that don't really have a routine morning or night. Let's help them clean their face. This is like sweeping before you mop, and then getting all those dead skin cells off so they don't have all the breakouts with our brand new Mary Kay scrub, exfoliating scrub. So you could feature it to teens. If you're talking to people that are moms, maybe you've got a group of moms from your church, a Bible study, people that you work with. One thing that I could not live without with 3 teenagers is the hydrogel eye patches. And these are those stickers that we get from Court of Achievers. And then I just put some little tool around it. But these are 40, so they get 1 item, 10% off, 2 items. But what are things that moms need? Well, we have puffy eyes, right? We also want to take care of our lashes. We don't want all the upkeep with the falsies and lash extensions. Personally, I don't have time for that. It's all I can do to get my nails done. So a mascara, biggest bang for your buck. I love our Fandorama with a conditioner for your lashes and your brows to help them stay stronger, help them grow. It's our oil-free eye makeup remover. What I love about this, y'all, is these are great reorders. So you have to think about what is something that I turn over a lot that they constantly come back for? Another one is the foaming cleanser for the repair. They might not be on the full set, but y'all, they love that foaming cleanser and they keep coming back, and you can keep dropping samples in their bags. So just be thinking about who are different people in my life that I could cater to, and just simply ask. I would love for you to pop on. It could be on FaceTime if it's a one-on-one. It could be on a Zoom. It could be in person. It could be on your Facebook group, and just say, I would love your opinion of our top 5 trending products for this age group, or for someone that is looking to take care of their body in a more luxurious way. And you could do the whipped shea cream. So I encourage you to make little categories of things that you want to talk about products that you personally love. I mean, this charcoal mask, I personally did a star order when this came out, showing before and afters, talking about it with it on my face. I mean, I've got oilier skin. So the results, they saw the results. And so these are great, great products, but focus in on things that you love that are under $40. Keep them in a little bag so you can just whip them out, and offer some incentive if they do get on with a friend, or they do get on and shop, with you 2 or 3 items. Offer some incentive there. So I hope this is helpful. I'm excited to pass it on over to Cindy in Texas and let her share some cool ideas with you to wrap up this month's holiday selling season. Talk to y'all soon. Bye, friends.
Well, thank you, Casey. I am Cindy Sheppa, and I'm coming at you from my home studio in Lindale, Texas. Hell, isn't this the most wonderful time of year for sales, right? People are ready to shop. So why shouldn't they buy from you? Let's help our clients skip the hustle and the bustle and give them a VIP holiday shopping experience that they could never find in stores. The first key is you've got to be visual. If they don't know you're offering gifts, they're going to buy from someone else, right? Make sure that every one of your clients, your customers know you are here to make their holiday shopping easy, fun, and stress free. You have the power of being a personal concierge shopping service for your customers, helping them cross everybody off of their gift list with ease. So, ideas for getting in front of your clients. We've heard a lot over the last few months. Let's review some of those ideas and maybe some new ones, okay? The holiday pop-up shop. Last month, I shared with you guys about the holiday pop-up shop. You can set up in small businesses and do cozy pop-ups in homes or community spaces, or even partner with your local businesses for an afternoon. Remind your customers that you have these pop-up shops and that they can help them to shop in the ease of their home or their business. Okay, find 5-minute virtual pop-ups. You can do virtual pop-ups. Some of you are unable to get to all your customers all over the country, right? Hopefully you have customers all over the country. Well, why not offer some 5-minute virtual pop-ups in your beauty community? Also, you can do a daily quick 5-minute video in your beauty community that can highlight daily deals, gift bundles, or personal shopping services. You want to keep it interactive. You want to ask your clients what they really want from their shopping experience. So you want to ask them, who's your hardest person to shop for? Let me make it easy. Also, we've talked about the holiday roadshow, that little pink sleigh, your Santa on wheels, right? Your sleigh on wheels. Okay. So remember, get together with your clients in their home or their office to show them what you have to offer in the back of your car. It does help when you have a pink Cadillac and you have a real literal pink sleigh. So, just imagine all these beautiful gifts in the back of your car, ready for your clients to browse in person and buy on the spot. You guys, we offer a holiday concierge service. Who doesn't want a personal shopper? Like we like personal. I love a personal chef, a personal masseuse. Why not a personal shopper? You can be a personal shopper offering concierge gift service to all of your customers. Let's go above and beyond by delivering beautifully wrapped gifts, offering gift lists for everybody, for everybody's budget, and saving clients from the holiday stress. Make yourself their go-to gift resource. Someone who helps with last-minute shopping or customizes gifts for teachers, for friends, for family, for coaches, and all of the above, right? Now, I'm going to challenge you. I want you to think over all the different ideas that we've shared over the last few months for you to get in front of your customers. Pick your favorite few that excites you, that you would love to have somebody to offer you, right? You're going to get passionate about the things that you would love to be offered, right? It's called golden rule service, right? And so remember, people are already spending money. It's up to you to go show up, show off your products, and make sure that they know about the incredible gift giving service that you offer. Which one of these ideas will you try this week to get in front of your clients?
Okay. Are y'all mind blown today? Like, did you not love this morning? Wow, I told y'all to get ready, right? I told y'all to get your pen and paper out. I wasn't playing. It was a day. Wow. Aren't you so blessed to be here? Comment in the chat. What was your favorite takeaway from today? Oh my goodness. I want to thank every director that has invested their time to be here, to pour into y'all. You guys, what a gift. We don't, this is, I just want you to really know that this is a true gift. This is really unlike anything in the Mary Kay world right now when we are providing a monthly training to help you get through the holidays. So I just want to say to all of you, like, be thankful and take these ideas and run with them. We always say if you don't act on it within 72 hours, you never will. So make sure that you do implement some really cool things. So drop in the chat what your favorite things were. I just want to look at some of these awesome topics. Lizzie covered star consultant. Who doesn't love being a star? I've been a star every quarter I've been in Mary Kay, literally 22 years. I only missed my first quarter, y'all. I started Mary Kay August 19th, and my best friend recruited me. I didn't know what Star Consultant was. So that's a side note. Always tell your team members about Star Consultant. So the quarter ended on September 15th. I didn't know about Star Consultant. I came in with a 600, didn't know any different. And so I missed that very first quarter. It was 3 weeks I was in Mary Kay. So I kind of don't count that as missing it because I didn't know about it. And I never missed another one. Okay. In 22 years, I've never missed a quarter. So I love the perks of Star Consultant. I love the customer website hits. Oh my gosh, I love it all. Okay. And then Stephanie rocked the house with team building. I mean, seriously, you guys, it couldn't be a better time to team build. People want to make extra money. They want to be able to save on their products. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Of course, Dawn rocked it with our shipping deadlines and getting you prepped and ready for those last minute orders that are going to come in. Y'all know what the stores look like on Christmas Eve, right? And the week of Christmas, it's insanity. So people want to be able to come to you as their small business and shop with you. So thank you, Dawn, for that. Carla gave you the 12 days of Christmas for men. You guys, think about this. If you ran with that idea, what if you sold 10 of those? Golly, that's a lot of money. What if you sold 20 of them? I had a friend one year, she sold 30 of those and she sold like $7,000 just in that. So think of the men. And I'll tell you, I love it too, because when I was growing up in Mary Kay, like I love the tip of getting in your husband's phone or your boyfriend or whoever, because they have all these men in their phone. Now, I didn't do it without permission, but I told my husband, I was like, so who can I get in your phone and text? So I would just text him from his phone. And I loved it. And so I would just say, hey, this is Bridget, and I'm actually not Pat. I'm in his phone. I'm taking over his phone, and he told me I could text you. And then I would say what I was doing. I would say, I know you have a girlfriend or daughters or a mom or a wife or multiple women in their family, and I would love to help you this holiday season. If you need any help, let me know. I do free gift wrapping. I can work with your budget. And if he says, sure, then I'm like, great, what's your budget? And then I would share. And if it was close to 12 days of Christmas, I would share that. And if it wasn't, then I would share options with him. But I love that. Thank you, Carla, for that. Casey rocked the 5 and 5. Y'all, those 5 and 5s are my favorite. 5 products in 5 minutes. You know what? If people won't book a party, they won't come to a pop-up or anything, they can have 5 minutes, right? And we have the attention span of a gnat nowadays. So 5 minutes, like they're like, okay, I can do 5 minutes, right? You can do 5 minutes, right? So if you're sitting here thinking, man, I'm busy for the holidays, let that go. You can hold some 5-minute appointments. And then, of course, Cindy reminded all of us about those awesome ideas that we already talked about. So I won't go into that. But Cindy, thank you so much for that. So you guys, I just want to wrap up by saying this, is that, man, you got a big selling week next couple weeks with Pink Weekend and everything going on. So you got a lot, but you also have family, you have travel and all of that. And so I will tell you one pro tip that I always tell my unit, and that is this. You're going to be around a lot of family during the holiday season, people that you may not always see. Now, I'm not going to walk into a holiday family gathering with a basket full of products and say, please buy this from me. I'm not that girl. Okay. However, I am going to be prepared. So should you take your holiday baby, maybe in the back of your car if you have room? Yes. Should you maybe remember that skin analyzer is right in your phone when y'all are sitting around, the boys are watching football, and you can say, hey girls, y'all want to try this cool app and send me your results? I need to get so many of these done. Yes. If they're sitting around and like, hey, let's do something. You could have satin hands in the car. You could have catalogs with you. You could do so many things. I've had so many consultants sell tons of product at holiday gatherings. And the Thanksgiving one's especially great because it's before Christmas. And so people are thinking, I've got to start shopping. They're probably going to have the Black Friday ads at your holiday. So why not let them buy from you? And you guys have your wish list with you that we talked about that last month. Because remember, remind them of all the people they have to buy for: teachers, nurses, the small gifts. You guys, you may not always sell the massive price point gifts unless you're selling to a man. But what if you sold 1,000 Footsie Rolls, 1,000 Mint Bliss, right? Or 1,000 hand creams? Like, that's still a lot of money. So if you can remind people and give them maybe a bulk fun discount, like maybe buy a dozen, get one free or something, or buy six, get one half off, buy a dozen, get one free. It can be hand creams or foot creams if you wrap them cute, whatever you want to do. But the point is to keep it simple. But if you sell in bulk like that, it gets them thinking, oh, I do have this many teachers, my nail girl, my hair girl, the housekeeper, etc. So you guys, it's just your time not to be undercover. People need to know you have gifts. Personal care gifts are one of the number one gifts for the holidays. So rock that out. I sell so much over this next time span, a month, and especially over that holiday weekend. So make sure you guys, you are prepped and ready. You are a retailer. Think like a retailer, know your numbers. And you guys, we will see you back here in December, our last workshop together. I know we're all going to be sad, but we are so thankful for you. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you sell a ton of product. And I can't wait to hear all of your wins next month. All right, you guys, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.